Alright, everybody. Welcome to a special edition of Sword Warrior Gaming with Todd with Sword Warriors. I am going back to what it's like to be a noob, so I can show you exactly what I would do if I was a brand new player to this game. I kind of made some videos like that early on, but they were garbage as nobody watched them. And so I decided best just to recreate it. So, of course, you follow the instructions. Talk to this guy. For the Kingdom of Glory, evil enemies are storming the outside city. Hero, can you repel 3 waves? Of course I can. Because I am top noob. Ooh, let me get this eternal key because that's a habit that I'm in. Good, no one joined me. I didn't want anybody to join me. Wow. I have, look at me. I'm rocking and rolling. I'm so good at this game. I love that sword, by the way. You know, I thought I was going to die by now. Alright. Oh, no, I've fallen. See, I can't get past 4. Of course, if I go to Hero Monument. Oh, I don't even have a hero to get, huh? Oh, maybe, well, then I'll, of course, have to turn in the quest. Great job, you completed the quest. Yay! Can you hatch an egg and get a new sword? Well, yes, I can. Oh, and I can rebirth. Should always rebirth when possible, right? So I will hatch an egg. And yay, it is a common sword. Just what I always wanted, right? Can I repel 5 waves of enemies? I will pick the whirlwind. And I will equip it right there. See if I can beat first 5 levels. I'm going to go with health. Should have done that earlier. And this is fun. I'm so slow. I don't have a hero. But you know, this is how everybody else starts it. Rebirth. This is how everybody starts the game, right? So why not? Nope, I couldn't quite do it. Oh, no, what am I going to do now? So, of course, that's how everybody kind of gets into a game like this, is you run into an issue where you just can't think. So that's why, if you're lucky, you have a trusted friend, like the one and only Gaming with Todd. What? What is he doing here? He's going to help me out. What a great guy. So me being, of course, the total noob that I am, if you're being carried, what you're going to want to do, oh, do I have the right, yep, I do, the right ornament, is try to just stay out of the way. Luckily for me, Gaming with Todd is amazing, and I can just kind of hang out here and level up. Now, as you may notice, of course, as a total noob to this game, I should point out that I'm not getting any XP. Oh, that's kind of crappy. Oh well. I guess I'm going to be stuck at level 6 forever. Wow, it's sure great to have a friend like Gaming with Todd to help me out. And a lot of people will help you out. Alright, a new game badge. Yay, so now, of course, you'd want to talk to this guy and go, yes, I've completed the quest. Can I be rebirthed one time? Yes, I can. I completed that quest. Update a skill. Yes, I did that. If I update the skill, of course, you come in here and you update the skill. I can break that skill. When you max out, you have to break it in order to put more things into it. And it's good to have these two skills, right? Let's just break that just to have it. And of course, we will equip it. Yay! Can you repel 12 waves of the enemies? Yes! Can I do 20? Thanks for gaming with Todd. Of course I can. I got +1 hero point. I have a hero point. Now I can summon a hero. Now, this is where it's an important decision. If you're kind of doing it all on your own, you may want to summon the priest. Because, you know, you're going to get heals the master's health 1% for every 1 second, right? It's probably one of your best courses to survive. Paladin isn't too bad, but that's better for grinding. Night Hunter is also actually not as bad as most people think, but it's really good if you're going to be carried in. The two best ones in the Eternal Hall, if you're going to be carried, is Priest and Night Hunter. But of course, we're going to go with Prophet because we have somebody who's helping us out. So if you have someone who's helping you out, you want the Prophet. No doubt about that. Did I not select the Prophet to equip? Alright. There we go. I know I've seen people take all sorts of ones, but no, you want to go Prophet first, no matter what. Can you appeal to level 30? Of course I can. I had gaming with Todd, helping me out. Oh, and of course 50? Of course. Not a big deal. And I did the treasure bag. Yay, my first and a hero point. So, we're going to equip the treasure bag. I guess it would have been better if I would have... Oh, and of course, can't forget the daily chest. It's always good. So then I will get the priest as my second one. There. Now I'm good to go. Everything I need. So, let's of course when I started this wasn't there. Let's get a little bit of extra money. Wow. Okay, this is a bit insane. I remember when I joined the very first time, I had for this portal is going to cost about 15,000, I think, right? To unlock the next one. Oh, 20,000. So I was about 15,000 or 14,000 shy. So I actually used some of the currency from the event to buy currency so I could unlock the second one. Alright, and here we are at the second one. Now remember, I'm only level 6. Let me talk to this guy. Okay, defeat wave 60. So, anyways, we have our lovely friend here who's going to help us out. Because sometimes, I mean, I will do this all the time myself. If I see people, I will unlock, I won't just unlock the first level, but I'll unlock, maybe the second or third or fourth levels for them. As you can see, now that I have the Prophet, I'm getting a ton. So every time I see Rebirth, I just hang back and I just hit Rebirth. In fact, I'm not even bother putting points into anything right now because I'm getting so many Rebirths so quickly. And as you can see, I am still using the starter weapon. And why? Because I've seen people do that too, where it's like, you want to, someone wants to help them out, but they're going to sit there and are unlocking hundreds of swords. And it's just like, okay, I'm not going to sit here and wait all day. As you know, these waves take a while. So I didn't put a timer in, but I mean, it's probably 3, 4, 5 minutes, which that maybe doesn't seem like a lot, but let's face it, if you're not really getting anything out of it, it can be a long time. So the key really is to and actually having this jewel bag is great because I'm getting a lot more gemstones too. I mean, or it should be great if it wasn't for the fact that that present has 3 billion in there. So, big thing is to get the profit, right, going. And I've completed World 2. Just like that. Of course, because I'm being carried. Great job. 70. Accept. And a slime balloon. Alright. You know what? I'll get the treasure break going because, yeah. So we're going to go over here and unlock. Now, thanks to thanks to those presents, you really get far. Otherwise, you used to have to go through 2 levels or twice do the whole world in order to get enough money to go. That's the other problem. Sometimes you see people that had no money and they immediately go to the sword and it's like, hey, you want to do the next level? Like, no, I'm out of money. And it's like, come on, we were ready to go. We had everything ready. And so you might have a group of 4 or 5 people, that you're actually just kind of carrying along, so they can kind of get out there. And then next you know it, the people aren't there. All of a sudden you're helping just one person. The person who's helping isn't going to stick around probably forever. Alright, I got the Defeat the World 3 badge thanks to this friend I just made, Gaming with Todd. What a great guy. Now, one of the things you can do that will help you when you, of course, alright, well, let's just go to the next level and I will show you. And you can, oh, did I turn those in? Let's just double check that. I probably screwed that. See? Oh, that's interesting. You know what? Let's just go to the next one. Oh, so you can talk to this guy and have the other guy. You know what? Let's do an experiment. I like experiments. So let's just talk to this guy and get the quest. Alright. Let's talk to this guy. So you don't necessarily even have to do the quests. Maybe. We'll see. Question is, well, if I go back to the Horde after I get Glacial Chasm done, will I be able to just do it? That's the question. And we'll find out. It's the beauty of doing this. Okay, so he's going to come in with us. I'm still going to hang back with myself because I'm a lonely noob being carried. I wonder what that is trying to push. Oh, don't know. So anyways, so what I was going to say earlier, except I just rebirthed, is one of the things you can do is in this use point screen, you have the, or I should say the upgrade screen, you have this use points, right? put 100. You can even put 1,000, right? Let's say if you want to put 1,000 in there. I think on mobile it's easier to just do 100. For the sake of ease, I'll do 1,000. You can put 1,000 in there. You can hit the button. Now I just put 1,000 points into it, right? Now I have to rebirth. And so I lose it all. 1,000 points is still there. I just click the button, and now I'm maxed level. So that's kind of a fast way of doing it, so you don't have to press one button. It's really kind of useful that way. And here's another rebirth, because I'm rebirthing so fast. All right, another world completed. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Gaming with Todd. So, actually, let's go back and talk to this guy and get these quests turned in. Oh, and I have a rebirth. $90 quest. Hey, wait, 200 quest. And I got these frost things and another hero point. So, now, let's go back to the Horde camp and see, can we turn these quests in? And the answer is yes. So, really, there's no reason to sit there and even talk to the quest giver. Just go in. If you find some nice person who's going to carry you and keep carrying you, I guess the moral of the story is uh-oh. Poor Gaming with Todd, I think he's having some control issues. It's just, don't even worry about the quests. Just go in and do it. Uh-oh. Am I going to make it in time? Am I going to make it in time? Nope, nope. Okay. Oh, shoot, it's back. Alright. So we're going to wait for Gaming with Todd. Because he is good. And because we died without him. As you can see, I still got my 3 heroes. I got these 2 ornaments that I've gotten. And I'm not worried about them at all. Shoots. Alright, this is going to be a little more tricky than I thought it would be. So, the one thing that you can do... Oh, good. Is if you're the carrier, one of the more useful pets to have is not... hard for me to read on mobile. I mean, poor Gaming with Todd must struggle with being able to see on wherever he is, of course, the Paladin. The reason why the Paladin is very useful in this case, because, let's face it, the Paladin stops you, begin the wave for 3 seconds. So that will hopefully give him enough time to kill everything. Because there's a good chance if the person who's carrying you may just, like I said, they got the cloak on and they're just autoing it. But now we got 3 seconds immunity. And you might be like, well, what good is that? Well, if everything dies in 3 to 4 seconds, you're immune. So you're not going to die. Wow, another world completed. So good. Oh, nope, nope. You're not going back there because we are done. We are done. We are going to the next world. I think that poor guy maybe never got that world unlocked, but we cannot. We don't have a whole lot of time left, and we have 2 more worlds to get through. But as we get to higher levels, you might get to the point where it makes more sense. Oh, it's not enough gems. Alright, well, I hate to do this because I don't have enough gems. Oh, and look, I got these daily missions done. I'll just claim them even though I don't really plan on doing much with this account. I'm really kind of surprised, honestly, that I didn't get more than that. Okay. So, now we're here. This nice, tranquil garden. I remember when this was the latest and greatest. So, when we get to this going in, it's more imperative now that we're getting to higher levels that we run away. You know, the other ones we could kind of stand there, but now we just kind of want to make sure we run away, especially when there's that, 3 levels of mobs. Kind of want to run to the corners because sometimes they get away. Now, I was going to put some points into. Remember, we're getting a 3-second reprieve, and then we also have this Q skill. I will. Oops, let me rebirth here. Oops, that's just bad timing. The downside of going through this really fast is if you go through this really fast, you don't have the own bonuses. That's the only downside. We might actually get a point where we might be at the farthest we can go. But I'd like to see if we can get can we get to the last level before we have to stop? Because it gets to a point where the poor person can try as much as they want, and there's nothing that's going to happen because we just do not have enough health, or we should avoid rebirthing, which is kind of a sad state of affairs, but it's kind of true. Like, if I don't get through this one this time, yeah, maybe it's best not to rebirth. Or if I do rebirth, make sure all the mobs are on him before I do. That's probably actually the best strategy, actually, at this point. But the point is, run to the corner, try to avoid getting anybody on you. Alright, I completed World 6. Do I have enough money? I don't think I'm going to, right? It's in the, 350 billion. So, I kind of ran out of the money I can do. But as you can see, I still had the entry-level sword. Entry-level sword and the Prophet. So, let's go to Royal... Oh, Prophet's level 12. He's only even level 12. Now, you may be seeing that I'm at 100% rebirth. And you might be like, well, I'm 10 levels over. Why did I do that? Well, if you're getting near the end of a wave, sometimes it's best just to wait, to hit the rebirth. So we want to make sure you get the world done before. So when I kept saying own bonus, what, as a total noob, you might be like thinking, okay, what is he talking about? So here it is. They have the equip bonus and own bonus. So right now my total bonus is, since I have the prophet equipped, I get 12 speed. I have 12 sword and 1 heart, right? As a bonus. Now if I equip, oops. Because the own bonus for this one is the sword and the speed. So if I equip this lady, I lose the speed and gain the heart. So why is that important? Because so what happens is, if you rebirth, I'll show you. As you can see, I have 12 attack. Already have 12 attack and 2 heart. Why? Because I have 12 attack and 2 heart. So these are like free levels. So then every time you hit upgrade, all of a sudden you have that. That's why then, since she's an own bonus of heart, see, he's attack, he's walking speed, he's crit, paladin, is, all these different ones. So you might be like, okay, so we got that. We got these 2. Now what should we do for the third one? Well, like I said before, if maybe do the Night Hunter. If you're going to go into the Eternal Hall, Swordmaster actually isn't too bad, and I'll show you why in a minute. Archmage is good, but once again, you really need to have, either you don't care about getting more levels, or you really need to have 2 slots, because you really, if you're getting kind of carried through those beginning, you want to have the prophet going. And over here is the Eternal Hall. So in the Eternal Hall, they have these things called auras, which I don't have. That's another way of getting kind of free levels. I might do a second. I think I'm going to probably do a second, like part 2 for what should you do if you're a noob. This way I can maybe get more money on this account and whatnot. So now that, of course, I've lost that person, what should I do, right? Well, simple. Now I go in. Oh, I don't have that much money for that sword. Okay, so I just hatch one of these metal swords. Ooh, got an epic. Nice. So now I go, look, 11 to 9,000. So I equip it, right? And so now one of the things I'm going to want to do is actually go back and turn all these quests in. That's one thing. But I also want to go to the Drill Master. So I didn't really talk about this very well, but here you have the Drill Master. You have 40 to 45 health. 1 heart equals currently 40 health, but if I beat him, then 1 heart equals 45 health. Same thing with attack. Of course, I'm really low level right now because I forgot I just hit the rebirth. Also something very easy to do where you just kind of forget. So luckily for me, Gaming with Todd is still here, and we will go and get that, those upgrades real fast. Oops. Shoot. And as you can see, this is why you want to run with, okay, no, forget that. This is why you want to run with the Prophet. We'll just go to Sword Halls. Remember, not Sword Halls, Royal City. Remember how we were in there before and, we just get our butts kicked? Well, look at us now. And that's why. You can also go into Royal City because every time you rebirth, let's take a look at that real quick. You know, you get 1 skill point, your slash damage goes up by 1%, and then your experience like doubles. Or close to it. Maybe you actually lose a little bit on it. I haven't really done the math to see if it's exactly double or if it's just a little less. But it's pretty close. So by coming in here, you can actually speed this up. So there we go. Now I have health. I don't really need to stay in there the whole time. I can just go up here to the drill master. And since now I'm at 300, almost 300, you can come in and look how easy this guy is. I just need to do this for each person, right? Each level. And that's why you don't spend too much time worrying about everything else. You just kind of go in and do that. So now that's 250. And why I say rebirth has nothing to do with it, but keep in mind my rebirth maximum is 420. Okay, so that'd be probably plenty, but so if I was at 400, I'd be able to get in here now. Now these always three little waves. Once again, these should be no problem. And one reason why I put some little bit into this one is, cool thing is it kills them. Plus, the beauty of it is when that thing's going off, you're immune. You know, while you're spinning, they can't hurt you. Not only can you hurt them quite a bit, but they can hurt you, and that's pretty good. Okay, so all right, and that is kind of just the basics. If I was a noob, that's what I would do. Hopefully find somebody who's basically, really it is hope to find someone nice, let them get you through the first couple of worlds, and then you buy a sword. But when you do that, make sure you, of course, if you see the present here, just try to build them some wealth that way, just so you can get done, you can get in, you can get out. And that person won't be frustrated by, okay, I'm standing around, I'm going to help this person out, and they're spending 10 minutes, you know, summoning heroes, turning in all the quests. You know, you want to be a good steward of you know, to help people out. All right, I'll show you why the swordsman is useful. Oh, alright, let's go back up here and get a few more levels real quick. Since Gaming with Todd is still here. What a nice guy. Oh, see, I made that mistake again. I need to stop doing that mistake. See how easy it is to just forget the fact that you need the profit. So happy to show you what the sword does, or advantage of what the sword does, and I don't even remember to switch out to profit, and I'm the one who's telling you to do it. So don't beat yourself up too much if you forget about it. Alright, and now I got a whole bunch of levels. I'm just going to keep this going until I kind of stop getting a level per or several levels per wave. Because what, I go up to 420, so when I get to about a little over 400, I'll go in. Which is going to be any second now, so... Man, I got probably one more wave. Let's see here. Yep. I'm just going to make sure I'm a little over 400. Just a smidgen. Now, the other thing you could do is if you have one of these, as you can see I have 30 minutes, is click on that and you get the double experience. Which would have helped probably me at much higher waves, which is not really a bad thing to do if you have somebody who's carrying you. So that's just all right. Because really I should be way higher. If I would have done that, I'd be way high level. So I guess I screwed up and I could go back and redo all this, but man, I spent an hour so far doing this video. So, forget it. I'm not going to. But know that that's the best time to use it. So, no. I unequipped that hero, right? But I didn't equip the swordman. Okay. Let's equip the swordmaster. Now, you don't get any sword XP for doing this, but remember, the sword, each wave you get XP for. Doesn't matter which one you do it in. So now look, so here's the beauty of the swordmaster. So let's say I'm struggling, I'm having a hard time killing the wave, and I can just run. The swordmaster, the priest and maybe the swordmaster, the two best of those you can have in here. One, because if you're running, he will do the damage, and all you have to do is just stay ahead of the mobs. Or you can just run them all up and go like this. So fun. And there you go, drill complete. So yeah, so that's what I would do when I'm done. If you still got time, unless you had to leave, just go in and try to get your drill masters out of the way. This way, if you come back, at least now you're that much better, that much stronger. And like I said, if you die early on and you think the person might come back to help you, but wants to keep it up for someone else, then you can't. But then when you're done, you maybe want to actually go into Royal City and let these guys level up, right? Because, they'll level up pretty fast. And then with the levels, you get the own bonus. So that's kind of my beginner guide to what you should do with Sword Warriors when you first get into the game. Now I'll do probably a part 2 where I do more advanced things where we're going to talk about the Memories events, the Eternal Guardian Hall, and then Raid Boss. And the Eternal Guardian Hall is probably the big place where a lot of people are going to do stuff. People are always looking for people to help them out with the Eternal Guardian Hall. The only downside is, the problem is, you get to a point where even the top players kind of peak out and level out, and it's hard to get beyond that. So right now, like, for instance, everyone wants 120, but when you hit about 110, it really takes some work to get up from 110 to 120. But they definitely can help you out. There's some great rewards. We'll look at that all later when we get into that. But that being said, remember, get your keys. So even if you don't go into the hall, you have your keys ready. Because if you don't have a key ready, then you're going to miss out on a lot. And you can store as many keys as you want. You know, you can only get up to 3 a day. If you time it really well, you could get 3 a day. Because you could wake up in the morning, claim a key. Sometime in the afternoon, I think 8 hours later, get a key. You know, close to bedtime, you get a key, you go to bed, wake up, boom, key's ready. Because it's not 8 hours, it's a little less than that, right? Like, maybe, well, this is 6, so 7 hours probably, right? So it'll be 21 hours, or 21 hours out of a 24-hour day. So, in theory, you might even be able to get 4 keys in a day if you really time it right and set your alarm. But who's going to do that? So, anyways, this has been Gaming with Todd 2, talking about what you should do when you first start in the game. And I'll see you later for part 2. Bye.